Daenerys Targaryen, the Dragon Queen, is well known and most loved character in Game of Thrones because of her dragons. But now Drogon left out of her three. Rhaegal met his tragic demise when he was shot down by Euron Greyjoy fleet during last week's episode of Game of Thrones. Rhaegal's death left just one dragon in existence. Before Rhaegal, one dragon was turned into blue fire-breathing zombie by Night King at the end of 7th season. But recently, new heir of dragons flown from the seas of Westeros. Yeah guys, you heard right. This theory is not now a theory, it's a fact. More dragons are on their way to Big War. My speculation is that the baby dragons of Drogon were growing in Westeros, and that's also the major reason that we not seen Drogon for nearly a season, and now they are finally coming back in next week's episode. If I say true, that's my personal thought when I was watching season 4. For a sec I thought that theory too, that now Drogon is going, maybe he give birth to new dragons which might help Daenerys in future in Big War. But then I skipped that theory because I thought Drogon is male and he needs a partner to start this tale of baby dragons. But the real reason because of which that theory clicked in my mind in first place is that I had double opinion on that thing back then because of anime. And you know guys, which anime has major concepts of dragons? None other than Fairy Tail. Many times in Fairy Tail it was showed that male father dragon gave birth to new dragons, but it's anime, we can't count that. But let's see what science say about the gender of dragons. It's a paleontology research, and if you don't know about the paleontology is the study of fossils. This research states that when the heat is on, male dragons become female. For humans and other mammals, sex is neatly determined by X and Y chromosome. If you have Y, you are male, and without it, you are female. Reptiles, however, use a variety of strategies, and the mammalian XY system is just one of them. In some species, the female is the one with different chromosomes, in this case Z and W, and the male has two ZS. And some reptiles ignore sex chromosomes altogether. For them, an individual sex is determined by the temperature that their eggs were incubated at. Scientists had long believed that these strategies were mutually exclusive, with each species choosing one of the other. But Alexander Quinin and his friend from the University of Canberra have found that an Australian wizard, the central-bearded dragon Pogana Wisps, sorry if I pronounced that name wrong, follows this rule. It has become the first animal known to use the two separate methods to determine the sex. The dragon uses ZW system where the males carries two Z chromosomes and the female have Z and W. But Quinin found that these genes are only dominant influence on the gender if eggs are incubated between 20 to 32 degrees Celsius temperature. At high temperature, male ignore their genetic heritage and become female instead. When Quinin incubated broods of eggs between 34 and 37 degrees Celsius, the hatching were almost invariable female. And as predicted, about half of these sisters were genetically male. For the dragons, at least when the heat is on, the men turn into women. Reptiles that use temperature to assign gender must have fine-tuned their system over time to cope with an ever-changing environment. But Quinin fears that the current pace of climate change may be too rapid for these animals to adapt to. Well, if we go with this research, it is good that baby dragons not came to north. If they would, they might face death because of sudden change in environment. As for the three big dragons of Danrays, those were fully grown, so they survived sudden change in climate. This theory was agreed by Septon Barth, hand of the king Jaehaerys Targaryen, and Master Aemon, who both conquered the dragon's gender was unchangeable as a flame. Now it's time to discuss that why that theory got so much hype. 100% will see dragons in next episode. From the start of this season 8, dragons were in front of us, but we couldn't figure it out because editors of Game of Thrones deemed that part to hide surprise for us. We can easily see 3 baby dragons with one left dragon Drogon in intro of Game of Thrones. But most shocking plot hole of episode 5 is in its preview. Euron Greyjoy looks up at the sky and hears a roar and gets scared. Since he has seen the dragons for a long time, he wouldn't be scared for just a dragon. As the clips cut out, the beginning of roar can be heard. Arguably, Euron wouldn't be that shocked to see Drogon again, as he knows he is alive and he has already seen him in the flesh. And there are no chance of Night King to come back because it's too late, because only one episode left and they can't summarize all things in one episode. Due to these facts, viewers are thinking that the moment finally came and the fleet of baby dragons are here. We know that Euron is a scum and he cannot be afraid of Drogon again, but everyone knows Daenerys had 3 dragons, but this kind of thing could give anyone goosebumps. Fighting one dragon is mess, but if we get more than 3,
run.
Okay guys, that's all for this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like and share to your loved ones. For more videos like this, press bell icon to get notified first, and also share your thoughts and we'll discuss together. You can also follow us in Twitter and I will give every reply on Twitter especially. Till then, peace.